Hi guys, so here Rory here, co-founder of Sublime Trading. Here we do a daily update for the UK and US indices for Tuesday the 26th of May. Alright guys, hope you're well. Hope you've had a lovely weekend, start to the week. Yesterday was a bank holiday here in the UK as well as in America for Memorial Day. So no price action yesterday to report on. Just a quick catch up on last week. Price on the FTSE was still in a range, as was the Dow Jones in the US market. The S&P 500 still waiting for a breakout above the 200 simple moving average. And the Nasdaq very much leading the way, and potentially the next breakout could mean further strength towards the current all-time high. So overall, still a little bit of patience needed, really waiting for the S&P 500 to break through the daily 200 moving average to really start confirming a bullish bias. Looking at the S&P 500 mini so far today, which is an indication of pre-market action, what we're seeing is the S&P 500 mini actually trading above the 200 simple moving average for the first time since the start of March, for the first time since the 4th of March, I believe. So overall, potentially what we could be seeing at the start of this week is this bullishness that we are looking for. Of course, this means very little in terms of pre-market action. It's the end of day candlestick on the S&P 500 itself that really will give us that confirmation of whether price is looking to close above the 200 simple moving average and whether we're going to start seeing further strength to the upside this week. But so far, an interesting start to Tuesday, and this is an interesting start to the week. If we take today as the first day of the week, the S&P 500 is looking to push through the 200 simple moving average. So let's see how today plays out, and I will be back tomorrow with an update, potentially with some positive news on where the S&P 500 mini has ended today. So let's get into the charts, guys. So guys, if you're new to these daily updates, then I recommend starting with the recording that's pinned to the top of our Facebook page, so that you get a good understanding of what I go through in these charts. As always, this is our 3-screen setup. We have the monthly in the top left, weekly in the top right, and our daily chart down here across the bottom. Starting with the monthly time frame, we can see that April and May, both bullish months, but still really want to see the high of April cleared to suggest strength to the upside. On the weekly time frame, price is still below the 200 and the 50 simple moving averages. Last week was a bullish week. We're seeing that momentum continue so far today, but it's this high point that we want to see cleared. If we come down to the daily time frame, price is below the 200 moving average, finding supports at the 20 simple moving average and the 50 simple moving average. We can see a bullish day so far today, but it's this high that we want to see cleared to really suggest strength to the upside. If this resistance holds strong, then we could see price continue in consolidation, or if we start seeing support levels broken, particularly this low point, then we could be in the next leg down. So it's a little bit of patience needed for now until the market really dictates the direction. Moving to the US indices, starting with the Dow Jones, the month of May is looking bullish, but we can see price is still inside the annual levels of last year. This is the high and the low of 2019. On the weekly time frame, price above the 200 moving average, so that's positive. It gives price a bullish bias. We had a bullish week last week. A breakout above this high will now suggest strength to the 50 simple moving average. If we come down to the daily time frame, price is still below the 200 moving average, though we can see price is still inside this area of consolidation. The 20 simple moving average still holding as support. A breakout above this high will suggest strength to the 200 moving average. Moving across to the S&P 500, April and May have both been bullish. May has been bullish so far. We want to see how the month ends, of course, but it's looking bullish so far. But we can see price is still inside the high and the low of last year, and still finding resistance at that 3,000 round number, which is crucial. On the weekly time frame, price above the 200 moving average, but below the 50 simple moving average. We can see a bullish week last week. If we come down to the daily time frame, we can see price finding resistance just below the 200 moving average and the 3,000 round number. The 20 and the 50 simple moving average is acting as support. So what we can see is price is stuck between resistance and support. What we want to see is this bullish momentum continue, a break and close above the 200 moving average, and then strength to the all-time high. Moving across to the Nasdaq, we know the Nasdaq's really leading the way. We can see the month of May is not only bullish, but it's trading above the high of last year. Both the Dow Jones and the S&P, they're inside these levels, whereas the Nasdaq is already above the high of last year. April, in fact, closed above it, and that momentum has continued through May. We want to see price breaking close above the current all-time high. On the weekly, price is also above the 200 and the 50 simple moving averages. The Dow Jones and the S&P are both below the 50 simple moving average. This is trading above the 50 simple moving average. Bullish week last week. And come down to the daily time frame, price is also trading above all three moving averages. Now also, if you look at the 50 simple moving average, the 50 simple moving average has now crossed over the 200. So the 20 is above the 50, which is above the 200. If this continues to the upside, then really expect these moving averages to start fanning out and following. But ultimately, what we're waiting for is a breakout above this high point to suggest a continuation. This is looking interesting. We can see that we had a pullback to the 9,000 round number and the 20 simple moving average. We've had a bounce off it, including a gap, and we're looking for that momentum to continue now. So this next breakout will suggest strength to the current all-time high. Okay, moving across to the S&P 500 mini, which gives us an indication of pre-market action. We can see that the month of May is bullish. It's trading above the high of April now, but still inside the annual levels of last year. And also we can see it's trading above the 3,000 round number, currently 3,005. Moving across to the weekly, price above the 200. And we can see so far this week, price is now looking to push through the 50 simple moving average. So if we get a close above the 50 simple moving average, that's a strong sign of strength to the current all-time high. Come down to the daily time frame. If you look at this week's bar, it's looking to push through the 200 moving average, and as already mentioned, it's above that 3,000 round number, finding support at the 20 simple moving average. So if we get a close above this level, then it's significant. We can then start potentially considering this a bullish bias, and we can then start looking for long opportunities on the best performing stocks. So let's see how today plays out. Let's see how the rest of this week plays out. But this is now where we're starting to enter territory where you really need to start considering the assets that you want to enter into your portfolio, because the break above the 200 moving average is a strong sign that we could see strength. Now, of course, it could end up being a fake out. Market could reverse, but we always want to go in the direction of the established trend, which it has been bullish since March. Okay, that's me for today, guys. I'll be back tomorrow with an update. By then, hopefully, we could have seen a break and close above the 200 moving average. So in the meantime, please like, comment and share. Let's get people watching these videos and understanding how to use the indices correctly. And I will be back with you guys tomorrow.